Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bristol Township Zoning Hearing Board. I'd like to get started by standing. Remove your hats for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Before we get started, we got a little business to take care of as a board. We have a reorganization, nominations of chair, vice chair, and secretary. So I'm going to call, I'd like to nominate Ed Murphy as secretary. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Is there any other nominees for secretary? I see none. All in favor of Ed Murphy being secretary?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next nomination is vice chair. Mark DeMarcus. I received an email from Mark. I'm going to nominate Mark for vice chair. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Is there any other nominees for vice chair? I see none. Can I get everybody in favor of Mark being the vice chair? Let's say aye. Okay. And I also need a nomination for chair.
I'll nominate you, Jim, for chair.
Okay. I need a second for chair.
I'll second it.
Okay. Is there any other nominees for chair? Okay. I get a nomination for Jim McMahon as chair. Can I get a vote on the chair?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so that is it for nominations, correct? Yes, okay. All right, one more thing. So this is number 1 on the agenda. So if anybody's here for number 1 on the agenda, they are not going to be here tonight. That's Nicholas Arena, 75 Woodside Avenue. So this email was sent to our solicitor, Keith Biddlemeyer. Dear Mr. Biddlemeyer, confirming our recent telephone conversation, after confirming with Mr. McTeague, I will be filing an amended application in the above caption matter scheduled for this Monday, February 9th. Accordingly, request is hereby made for a continuance of the board's March meeting. I waive all time limitations imposed by either the municipality's planning code or the Bristol Township ordinance. Please be advised if you need to appear before the board next Monday to make this request or not. Thank you for your attention in this matter. I await your further advisement. Very truly yours, Joseph P. Carapaz, attorney for the applicant. So I need a motion to.
Can I ask a quick question?
Absolutely.
If they're going to amend it, wouldn't it be considered a new application?
It's something for the solicitor to answer.
Yeah, Colleen, I think what they're waiting to see what he comes back with. Bob McTeague wanted to see more definite plans of what they're proposing, and then I guess the decision would be made then whether he has to submit a whole new application or can it continue on as filed.
Thank you.
Okay, what's the pleasure of the board? Any motion for continuance for,
I'll make that motion to continue.
I need a second.
I'll second it.
Call the board. Gerard Lycon.
Yes.
Colleen Dunn.
Yes.
Jim McMahon, yes. Okay, that's that. Let me introduce you to a few people. To my left is our solicitor, Keith Biddlemeyer. We also have sitting in for our stenographer, Cindy Oliveira. We have Kimberly Chapbourne, and Bo Fleming is the building supervisor, sitting in for Robert McTeague. Okay, let's get started with the agenda. Carmen Saldina Rivera, 22 Russet Lane, Levittown. Please come on up.
Okay, so this is your name notifications that Ms. Rivera, you handed me some documents, one of which is the neighbor notification letters. You had your neighbors sign these notices, is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, and then you also, I guess, mailed some of the notices? I see a green card here.
I mailed the four. I only received two of the signed cards, the green ones. I had to go to the postal office to get the digital copy, and those were attached there as well with the original receipts.
Okay, great. And then you also advised that you posted the placard that the township gave you on January 20th, is that right? And you, it's okay, we'll get to it, but you had advised that it's part of your presentation, it's one of the pictures that's contained within?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Okay, you begin.
Oh, now. Sorry. So these are the couple of things that I will be talking about today. So the property was posted as advised at least 14 days before the hearing, and that was the 20th of January when I picked up the posters. That same day I did post it. I did send the letters to the adjoining property owners. I will be talking briefly about high quality care, improvement and convenience for the community, the area dimensions, the plot plan and floor sketch which were part of the appeal packet that I sent over, and just images of the space and projections. So that is the property, and it was posted on the 20th. These are the receipts that you have there attached as well, and these are the signs receipts, and I only got the two that are on the bottom. It was like with the weather and everything, they said that they got lost, the other two. So high quality care, basically the program will be offering bilingual service in English and Spanish. It will be compliant with the clearances and trainings required by DHS. We do have over 5 years of early childhood education experience, a state-approved curriculum, and we will be active in the community engagement as well. How is this an improvement and convenience for the community? Well, opening a licensed group child daycare center is an improvement for the community as it directly relates to the safety of children. Additionally, the program offers bilingual services and lessons is convenient for the community, as there are currently only a few daycares in the area that can communicate with families in their first language and that have a complete bilingual curriculum. The property is located in a spacious residential area with multiple parking spaces in a low traffic zone as well. And these are the dimensions of the lot itself. It's 6,000 square foot. The place that we are planning to do the classroom in is 440 square feet enclosed porch. The backyard is 2,220 square footage, and we have 2 driveways with parking space up to 3 cars. This was added to the appeal packet, which is the plot plan and the floor sketch. This is with like the satellite view and also like the front view of the property, which you can see the 2 driveways, but space for 3 cars, not including the off-street parking. This is the space. The other one is not how it is right now. That's how I would like for it to look. So it's completely empty as the one in the left. The other image is just created with artificial intelligence. That's the back of the house from the part of the back neighbor to my house. And then that's the other way around. And then that is independent entrance that enclosed porch has. And again, the image next to it is just AI created. Any questions?
How many children are you looking to have at your daycare?
So with the trainings that I've got, with the space that I have, I would be able to accommodate at least 10 children.
What's the hours going to be?
We are thinking about opening 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Are you open now?
No.
Do you have all state approvals and all that stuff yet, or are you waiting to hear? what-
I have the clearances. I needed to get this approved in order to get the certificate of occupancy, and then when I get that, I will be able to send it to the state to get approval, to get the license.
Is 10 about max that you can put in there, or you want to do more?
We could do more, but that will depend on when they go to the inspection. They will determine exactly how many children could be in the facility. But the max for the type of daycare that we are planning to open will be 12. That will be the max.
And how many employees?
2, myself and another.
I'm just looking at parking. I'm looking at car parking.
Oh, we all live there.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you have 10 children coming, or 12, that means 10 or 12 cars are going to be pulling up to your house and leaving.
Yeah.
Looking at the inconvenience of cars coming in a residential area. That's all I'm looking at.
Yeah. As I mentioned, it is a low traffic zone. My neighbors, at the time that they move their cars and everything will be like after we are open. But that would really, for us to determine the time that the cars will come in and out will really depend on the students that we're able to get. We wouldn't be able to determine exactly how will the traffic be.
A lot of people do it before work. I would estimate 7 to
Yeah,
8:30.
yeah,
A lot of people got to be at work by 9.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, traffic. Pickup is probably going to be after 5. Or close to it.
Good, Gerard?
Just asking questions.
You're allowed to ask questions. I just want to know if you were done asking questions. Colleen?
You asked my questions, I'm good.
Okay, all right. Bo, anything to add? Okay. Public participation. Anybody from the audience would like to come up for or against this application? I see none. Okay. What's the pleasure of the board?
I'll put a motion for it.
Second? I'll second it. Okay, I'm gonna call the board. Gerard Lycon,
Yes.
Jim McMahon, yes. Colleen Dunn.
No.
Okay, there you go. You're good.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, up next, let's see here. George and Jean Garnett, 809 Emily Avenue, Croydon. Please come on up.
Good evening, Board. Bryce McGuigan here tonight on behalf of the applicants, George and Jean Garnett. Thank you very much for having us. So, small world, similar to the last application, we're requesting somewhat similar relief here. So my client Jean, who's with me this evening, her and George have lived at 809 Emily Avenue since 1985. And almost that entire time, since 1987, Jean has been operating a small family daycare from the property. It's a single family home with a small shed to the rear, located in a small neighborhood. Even though we're here today, obviously for a special exception, during pretty much the entire 40 years, Jean thought that she had the appropriate local permits in order to operate. You'll understand in a second when I go through things why that's the case. But just a background here, we're really talking about a little different from the prior application, what truly is a small family-oriented daycare. Currently, Jean only cares for 5 children, 3 of whom are direct family, and 2 were referrals from her family as well. There's no advertisement of the property, no signs, no ads in the paper, nothing like that. It's really just a small, like I said, family operation. Jean's also rather close to retirement, so as soon as her children start aging out, she's not going to be bringing in new children. It's just, unfortunately, we're kind of in a bit of a spot here where if you have 4 or 5 children, technically speaking, you are a family daycare that requires a special exception. So in about a year from now, I think she's going to be under the threshold, but for right now, we're here because she still has those 5 young children. Jean doesn't have any employees, it's just her, much like it's been for most of the past 40 years. And what I will say to the board is, I know you see quite a few individuals behind me. Kind of opposite of my usual applications, most of the audience here tonight I would represent to the board is here in support of Jean and the relief that we're asking for. And I think it's a credit to her, the way she runs this quote-unquote business, and what a good neighbor she's been. And there are, from what I understand, multiple neighbors directly, as well as some other local child care providers, as well as a former zoning officer of the township, Jim Mulholland, who's here as well. And the reason why we have Jim is because there is actually a bit of a legal history to this as well. Like I mentioned, Jean thought she had the appropriate approvals. She's maintained state licensure since 1987, so for almost 40 years, and some of the evidence of that is in the application packet that was submitted to the board. Jean also has her fire safety inspections, which she keeps active. She also has paid her business, local services tax to Bristol Township going back several decades. And actually, apart from state inspections, Jim was also at the property back right around the year 2000 for an inspection as well. And following that, I think Jean thought she had her appropriate permits and unfortunately didn't. So from what we understand, based on my conversations with certain individuals in the code department, there was a general issue that was raised by a member of the public with regard to unlicensed daycares in the Croydon area. And unfortunately, Jean kind of got caught up in that. So it wasn't a specific complaint as far as we know from one of our neighbors. And the way we also know that is in advance of tonight, Jean took the time to go and speak with all of her directly adjoining neighbors to discuss her business and why we're here tonight. And there was no opposition or whatnot based upon those conversations. So long story short, we're here requesting one special exception to allow the continued operation of this small family daycare for 3 direct family members and 2 other children here at Jean's property until she retires over the next couple of years. There are no variances associated with it, and again, because we're not dealing with what I would term a traditional daycare, there's really no issues in terms of pickup, drop-off, employees coming and going. Pickup and drop-off happens right in Jean's driveway and right in front of her house. It hasn't been an issue for nearly 40 years, and we have a number of individuals today who I suspect, if asked by the board, would also confirm that there's no practical issue here. So with that, I have Jean Garnett with me tonight. I'm going to ask Jean to come on up, proffer to the statements I made to this board, and obviously if the board has any questions, we'll be happy to address those individually. Jean, do me a favor. Can you speak into the microphone for me?
Okay.
Can you introduce yourself to the board?
Yes, hi, I'm Jean Garnett.
All right. And Jean, you and your husband own 809 Emily Avenue. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. And did you hear all the statements that I made to the board a moment ago?
Yes, I did.
Were they true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, they are.
Is there anything that you would like to add or change based upon what I just told the board?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Would you be willing to adopt my statements to the board as your testimony here this evening?
Yes.
And obviously, if the board has any questions, you'd be more than happy to answer those to the best of your ability.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So with that, that would conclude the applicant's presentation, subject to any questions that the board has and subject, of course, to any public comment this evening.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Okay. Bo? Okay. I'm going to regret this, but any public comments from the public?
I'm Jim Mulholland. Yes, I do. Somehow the township called me to ask about, I used to work in L&I for years. I was filled in the fire marshal for disability with this. And this lady went through, heck, because somebody in town turned her in a couple of times. So I went out there and checked all the records, checked the door stand, everything else. No problem, she's legit. I talked to all the neighbors, did a good job. There's an awful lot of people that work in the township that used her years ago when their kids were in school. Now, the thing is, there's one person in town, which I don't want to get involved in, that always complained about all the other daycare tenants, and she was in trouble. I took her to Doylestown 4 times, and she won each time. But this lady here had no problems. All the credentials were good. So she's up, I haven't seen her in 10 years, but she had a good job, nice place, and very clean, all right? And she only has 5 people. I think she can have 6, but I think she had 5 people, all right? Oh, sorry.
Anybody else want to come up? Come on up, man.
Colleen DiStefano.
Do you swear that the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do. I'm here for Jean. I've known her for a very long time. She watched my daughter before I became a child care provider. We are state licensed. Jean has been state licensed for a very long time. She has her early childhood education. She's a 4-star, Keystone Star 4, which is the highest rating you can get. She continues her education, whatever the state requires, she does. She goes above and beyond. And my daughter loved going to her daycare. Okay.
Thanks.
And one more thing, children need high-quality care. They get that from Jean.
Can you state your name for the record again, please? I'm sorry.
Colleen DiStefano.
Thank
Okay.
you, Mr. Stefano.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? Come on up, sir.
Bernard Thompson.
Raise your hand. Do you swear that the testimony you give today will be the truth?
Yes, I do. I own 812 Emily Avenue. For 20 years before that was my wife's grandmother's house directly across the street from these guys. I've known them for quite some time. And my wife's grandmother and my wife's mother lives right next door to her.
Okay.
There has been no issues. I've known these people are great. There's been no issues there whatsoever. I can testify to that.
Okay.
Just thought I'd say it.
Thank you very much.
Guys. Thank you.
Okay. One more? Nobody? Yeah, come on up, sir.
Yep. My name is Tyler. I live with my wife, Emily. We live next door to Jean. We moved in about a year ago. We love the kids. There's no issues. There's no issues with the parking. And that's all I have to say. She's awesome. Goldsman. Yep.
Okay. We don't usually get this often, this big love fest. So I think we're going to stop it right there unless anybody else wants to come up. Okay. That's the pleasure of the board.
I'd like to put a motion for it under the condition, if they move, it goes back to the residential, not a daycare.
Yeah,
Cool with
the
that?
Applicant has no issue with that.
Okay. I got a first and a second. Call the board. Gerard Lightcon,
Yes.
Colleen Dunn,
Yes.
Jim McMahon, yes. There you go, Bryce.
Thank you very much, board.
All right. All right, next is David Weehee, 51 Grass Pond Road, Levittown. Please come on up.
Yeah, you're in the green belt. Did the township give you another placard to repost the property again? January 24th? Okay. Just like last time, she's gonna swear you in and ask you a few questions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you provided some documents, there's two documents which show that you provided notice to your neighbors, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you also advised and showed me a picture that the property was posted on January 24th, 2026, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
You may proceed.
I'm back again for a variant. Oh,
Mr. Chairman, if we could just state for the record, this matter was previously started, but then continued at applicant's request at the November meeting. Present for that meeting was board members Colleen Dunn and also yourself, Mr. Chair. However, we're missing a couple of the members who were here for that. Mr. Lycon was not here for that first meeting. However, he has reviewed the material, brought himself up to speed, and therefore he's able to sit in and then ultimately vote on this application.
Thank you. Okay, now you can proceed.
I'm here back again for a variance for rear yard setback, pavers, 3 sheds, and an above-ground pool. I since then removed, let's say 95% of the pavers, roughly. I left one little pad where the pool would go, and then Bo and Bill came out and did their measurements and everything, and said I was still around roughly 70%. So I got down, I guess, around 12% of it from the pavers.
From November's meeting.
Yes. And I have ran into an issue with the weather from the last snow of removing them and then laying down weed barriers so that my dogs don't, bring everything in the house, which Bo and Bill seen.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions for?
Are you still parking along the green belt of the,
No,
the
ma'am.
Bill property?
No. That the same day I left here, me and my son moved the truck in from the back.
Okay, anybody else? Bo, what you got for me on this one?
Information-wise, you said?
Yeah.
At this time, for exactly what he just said, we went out there, we measured the properties at 70.8%
Okay.
impervious. I forget his initial application number, I believe it was.
It's 82.
It was up there.
Right.
82.5.
So, at this time frame, he's still at 70.8%.
Okay. And the 3 sheds are still there?
Yes, yes.
The only thing that were removed was, I think, pavers. I didn't see the initial, on the first inspection when McTagg was there,
Yeah.
but I believe you just removed pavers and stone, right?
Yeah, there was 2 sheds in the back, but I didn't put them on my application. When they told me about it, I removed them instantly. So they were gone from the last meeting.
Okay. So how many sheds you have on your property now?
3.
3?
Yes.
Okay.
2 8x20s and 1 6x8.
Which is part of the impervious problem.
Yeah.
And they're all for storage. I have probably the smallest attic in Levittown. I have no basement, obviously.
If we were to approve this, are you able to get this down to 60%? 70 is just way too much.
Well, that's where I don't know where the whole 70 is. Like, I put rocks around. I don't know if that's part of it.
Yes.
I mean, 70 is a lot. I mean, I think we've done 60 before in special conditions. We don't want to see you, getting rid of your sheds, your pool, whatever, but that's why you got to get permits, so this would never be an
Right.
issue. But 70 is way too much. I mean, if we were to approve it and maybe put it out there 60%, that's something you can work with.
I mean, if I can get the, I'm sorry, my alarm's going off from work. If I could get, the rocks, like I just thought rocks were just regular.
That's something they would have to take care of L&I, what you would have to remove to get to 60, but 70 is just a lot.
Okay, there's nothing else that I would know of to do.
So, Bo, if the amount of rock that's there, if he got rid of,
Not so much the rock, Jim, it's also the sheds.
and the pool, right, yeah.
And the pavers.
But so you're telling, there's no possible way he can get down,
I physically don't see it.
Right.
When I recall when we were
what he's willing to do. Right.
Let's hear what the audience have to say.
I don't think there's anybody from the audience that's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, my neighbors never had an issue with it. I never had any storm rain runoff go into their property or flood their property. My property's never been flooded.
Okay. But like Mr. Lycon said, 70% is pushing the limit here as far as, most of the time as far as this board's concerned. So, is there any possible way that, I know it's probably not cost effective for you, but making 3 sheds into one shed, would that help them in any way, Bo? I would. Footage of the shed, right, exactly.
Reduce 3 and it's still the same size.
Yeah, no, right, right, it's still taking up an impervious, right.
I mean, the issue we're coming up with, if we approve it at 70%, which is a lot, then somebody else comes in, you already did this, I mean, we already went to 60, which is, I feel is a lot also. We gotta stop somewhere. You know, that's the only reason I said that.
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to work with you here.
Yeah, I'm trying to work with you.
I understand that,
you
yeah.
know. Like I said, I just didn't realize that the rocks.
Listen, and in your defense, I don't think we gave you a number at November.
Yeah, you just said to get closer down, not closer to 100.
Right. Okay, well, it was 82,
Right.
so. Yeah, I'm thinking closer to 40
Yeah.
than 70, but, so what are you thinking here? Talk to us.
I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I don't have anywhere to put any of that stuff that's in my sheds.
Right. But like Mr. Lycon said, if we approve 70, then we're setting a precedent here. Basically, every application's different,
Right,
special
right.
exceptions and such, but, you know, it's, I mean, we've made people rip up patios for
Driveways.
for
Right, yeah.
sides of their house for less than 70.
Right, right.
So, I mean, that's what we're kind of getting at here, so.
Last guy came in with a pull issue and an impervious issue. I think he had to remove a shed and part of his driveway to meet it. I mean, if we went for a permit, they would have definitely turned you down and told you, oh, you can't do this.
Right,
But
right.
it's done, so we're trying to work with you on this.
Yeah.
But we go 70%, and next week somebody's gonna be in here and want 70% also, you know? It's gonna be an issue. We don't want issues.
Right, yeah. Neither do I, but I mean.
And even 60%'s a lot, but I think we approved that already once.
Okay. What do you want to do going forward here? You want to try to get it down a little bit more, or do you want us to vote on it right here and right now? So,
I mean, from the sounds of it, it's not going to go through. I mean, it's, you know,
yeah.
I'm a mechanic. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I could see.
You're reading the room very,
you know.
I mean, I'm just speaking for myself.
But like, you know, I mean, the research I did, I didn't know the rocks were impervious.
Okay.
Like I seen stuff to where it's, as long as rocks ain't put on concrete, as long as it's put on a surface that absorbs the water.
Right.
You know, I mean, I've been looking at all types of stuff, pavers, everything, to see what I was able to do, and it all said that it was doable. But obviously, like I said, I came from Philly. I didn't know the whole Bristol thing.
Gotcha. I got you.
I mean, I'll do whatever I have to do, but I mean, to get rid of the sheds, I mean, that's hard. I mean, I paid $4,000 for each shed I got. I mean, this ain't cheap, everything I did.
Oh, I'm not saying
You know,
it is.
yeah,
I get that, but I think you're reading the room pretty right. So,
Right.
we can move this to another continuance, possibly, or you can we can vote on it right now, and then you appeal. It's your,
Yeah.
you gotta tell me. what
I
you
mean,
want.
if I have to remove the rocks and see what comes out of the rocks after that, I mean, is it all the rocks that are in my backyard? You know, there's landscape rocks that were on the side of my house when I bought it.
You would have to do the calculation. You would have to figure out what area is taking up by the rocks.
Right.
Right.
And do the calculation from there. The board can't tell you what to do.
Yeah, right. I mean, because I know that's a nice amount that goes around, you know, it's at least, you know, certain areas, I guess a 30 by 4 foot going around.
Yeah, like you said, like our solicitor said, you would have to do the calculations and see if that's gonna put you in that 60%. No.
Right. Is that roughly the goal, is to get
Well,
towards the
as
60,
Gerard
closer
stated,
to the
as
60-ish?
Mr. Lake stated, if we, you know, we can approve something with conditions, but you would have to get to that condition.
Right, okay.
And I'm not saying necessarily, you know, if
Right,
there's
yeah,
a
it
motion
will.
made for that.
Right.
Just a question out there.
Right,
It was just a question that, I mean, I'm trying to be fair with you, because
Right, yeah.
normally we would just vote on it, and you'd be,
Right, yeah, and I
Yeah,
appreciate that, you
but,
know.
so, you wanna.
I mean, yeah,
I'm not even saying you'll get a continuance, to be honest with you.
right, yeah.
So,
So what happens if it doesn't, though? What do I need to do then?
as far as what, not having a continuance?
Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't know the next steps to take.
Yeah, sure, yeah, please.
So, for instance, if the board were to vote and grant you this variance, you don't do anything. If they
Right.
decide to vote and they deny your application, your only recourse then would be is to filing an appeal to the higher court, which would be the Bucks County Court of Common Pleas, challenging the decision.
Okay. I mean, I guess if we can do another continuance and see if I can get the rocks removed and put more soil, put new soil down, or,
What's the board's feeling on,
My feelings is that if we put a motion out there to get it down to 60%, it'll pass. If it doesn't get down to 60, it doesn't pass. That's my thought, instead of postponing it.
Bob? Go ahead,
What's your thoughts, Bob?
I'm just, at this point, I mean, I think obviously, and you guys could see that he's, in his mind now, if he removes rock, he's hoping he gets to 60%. He comes back here and it's automatically approved.
no, I'm
I
not
think-
thinking that.
And, well, I mean, that's, personally, if I'm in your shoes, that's the way I'm reading this right now. So at this point, it needs to be, I don't know if we can actually put a number on it and tell him, hey, you come back with this number.
Okay.
I think you need to remove what you seem necessary, what you find that you can remove with still having what you want, and then come back to the board. At this point, I mean, 70% is 70%. You're reading the room here. It's a big number. When you remove that stone, I don't know what numbers you're gonna be at. You're gonna have to do those calculations.
Right.
The exact same way that when we came out, we did those calculations.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you said 30 by 4, what's that, 120 square feet?
Well, that's just
I'll tell
one.
you right now,
That's just
not
one.
10%.
There's another section going around. Like, I built like a moat pretty much around the pavers of rocks.
Right.
I have
Good.
two other things to add. You do have a 30-foot easement for the sewer in the back of your yard, and you also have a PICO easement. I think as a board, we should ask for those letters that, you know, nothing is impeding on those easements as well.
Well, I have the one in my application from the water department. They approved everything.
That's a permit. It's not a clear easement letter.
Oh, okay. Where do you get that letter from?
Well, you could look at the PICO website and ask for that, or maybe Bo would have a contact there. And go to the water authority on, oh my gosh, is it called Route 13?
Yeah,
You go there and ask, you have copies of your plot plan, they'll ask you to,
yeah.
you know, what are you looking to do, and they may send an inspector out. I can't guarantee what they do or not do in both cases.
Okay. 'Cause that's what I thought happened when they gave me the permit. They sent the person out and seen that everything was all right with the sewer line.
That would just be for that, I'm not sure. I see 2 applications and 2 permits here. But again, I would like to see something saying that your easements are clear for both Pico and for your sewer line, because again, you were parking back there, and it is a 30-foot for the sewer department, and I believe it's a 10-foot one for Pico as well, that's not noted here on your file.
All right. It's gonna be impossible for you to get back here next month if we give you a continuance.
No, yeah, there's no way. Not with
This
the
is snow.
ice and everything,
Right.
yeah.
So what are you thinking? You wanna see, let's go, and see if we can get you a continuance, you continue it, see what you can do, and then you'll come back. If you cannot get down to a certain point, then you don't come back, and you're denied. But if you think you got it down far enough, and you wanna come back, and then we'll revisit it again, we can revisit but when you do come back, if you think you got the percentage down enough, you gotta, like Ms. Dunn stated, you gotta bring your easements for the water and Pico and provide us with that as well.
Okay.
And
All right.
One more thing, Jim, and I know we're not speaking for any other board members or guaranteeing you keep going back to 60%. I want to assure you, 40% is what you should be looking for.
You're right, yes, we're not putting a number on it like Bo said. All right, fair enough? You cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, good, yeah.
And also, sir, if the board was to grant your continuance, you have to state on the record that you're granting this board an extension to hear this matter under the MPC and also Bristol Township ordinance. Would you agree to that?
Yes.
How long does I'm guessing, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
How long does his paperwork and stuff last? It's not gonna expire, okay. So, all right. So April's meeting? All right. All right, so I need a motion from the board for a continuance for this application for April.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I will make that motion to grant you a continuance until April, with the conditions set forth by Keith, granting permission for the township and this board to hear your items in April, and also that you would come forward with both easement letters from Pico and your water wastewater authority.
Okay.
All right. I'll second. Gerard Lycon.
Yes.
Colleen Dunn. Jim McMahon, yes. All right, there you go. That's the best we can do for you right now.
All right, thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. All right. All right, last on the agenda, Mustafa Muhammad. Please come on up.
So these are your name notifications, and then you had to post a property with a placard from the township.
Yes.
Okay.
That's on the front door of the building.
Okay.
That's on where the users will be at.
Okay. And what was the date that that was posted? Because it has to be posted to
Oh, yeah, it was posted on the 23rd.
23rd. Perfect. Thank you.
So is he translating for you or no?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so they got to both be sworn in, right?
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know if you need these pictures. This is the certification you get from the USA Wrestling Safe Sport.
Present that to the board during the application. You can
Is that
advise
you,
them on it.
guys?
That's them. I'm the
Yeah.
attorney for.
Oh, okay,
for the
okay,
dog.
okay,
Yeah.
all
right.
You'll present that to them.
All right, you guys go
After you get
go sworn in, and the solicitor asks a few questions, all right?
No, I'm just,
Help me translation.
I don't speak Arabic some, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I mean, we've been
My
together
accent,
for like 8 years. So
I
can
speak,
kinda-
but my accent is difficult to understand me.
I got it now.
Yeah.
Both.
Go to, I'll translate English
Yes.
to English
Yes.
to the best of your ability.
Yes.
Okay, and now I'm gonna have Mr. Muhammad raise his right hand. I'm gonna swear to you, and do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Mr. Smith, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You provided some documentation. Some of the documents you provided are the neighbor notification letters given to you by Bristol Township. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And you had the neighbors sign these documents?
Yes.
All right. And you also showed me pictures on your cell phone that the property was posted as required? Is that right? All right.
Yes.
And then you advised that the property was posted on January 23rd?
Yes.
And that placard has remained up for a period of 2 weeks?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Okay, proceed.
So at this time, all you're gonna do is present to the board on why you believe that you should be approved to run this business, this gym at this property. So in your words, his words, just explain that to the board to the best of your ability,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Well, Mr. Muhammad is a Egyptian world champion wrestler, 4-time world champion, and he's
Olympic athlete as well, like Olympic 2008 Olympic Games. Go Colorado to teach a world team as well. And like I have a lot of clients from Newtown, from Woodhaven, from Bristol. You come into New Jersey to training with me. I have my old gym in Hamilton, New Jersey. Everybody go training with me. Now, like everybody, oh, why you doing open one here, open one here? And then like I have one person before I work with him, his name Eddie Avids, that's my best friend. He's open gym as well. Now I need a own gym by myself. That's why I like the location, it's good area, safety for the kids as well, and that's everything.
All right. So what's the ages you'll be training?
I start from 5 year to 10 year, that's one day alone. And then from 11 to high school, different day.
Okay. So is that 7 days a week, 5 days a week? What are we talking?
6 days a week, because the wrestling room is it's not big enough. The wrestling gym is not
gotcha.
big enough.
Okay.
I have to make everything safety. Like I need like at least 15 to 20 kids, and then different day,
Okay.
like that.
Anybody else got any questions? Let's see.
It's better.
That's right. Yeah.
Pretty cut and dry, Bo, right? Yeah, okay. You got nothing to add? Okay. All right. Anybody from the audience? Okay. All right, let me, what's the pleasure of the board?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All right. Colleen Dunn,
Yes?
Jim McMahon, yes. Gerard Lycon, yes.
Yes.
There you go, sir, all right?
Thank you.
Good luck,
Congratulations.
all right?
Thank you.
Do great things, all right? Not that you haven't already, I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, motion to adjourn, please.
Yes.
Second,
Yes.
all in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it.